I was the head coach at Covington Catholic for 31 years, and all those years Doc Bruggemann was with me. He was our team physician from 1972 to 2014. I'll never forget one of the first times I ever met him. He was one of the most upbeat people I ever met in my life, and I'm going, this guy is going to really be good, and he was.
Doc and I spent so many years together working as the team physician and the athletic trainer at Covington Catholic High School. And that's sort of how we all got started. If you wanted to be a team physician, you came and worked with Jack Brueggemann, or you asked Jack Brueggemann how to do it, because he knew how to do it. You know, he wasn't just there for when you had the cold, or he wasn't just there for when you got hurt. You know, in today's world, we talk so much about mental health and the need for these kids to have counseling. Well, Doc was it. Doc was just an unbelievable person when it came to making somebody feel comfortable, helping people through tough times. It was the complete package. He sort of set the standard for sports medicine on the Kentucky side of the river.
He is so dedicated to Covington Catholic, the education here, the Catholic education here, and he really, truly would do anything for Covington Catholic. And when I say Covington Catholic, I mean each individual young man that goes here. He truly loves these young men.
So I think he deserves the award because of his true love for Covington Catholic and what he's given to the Covington Catholic family. It's not the donations, but it's the physical being there and being supportive of all the young men who have come through these doors.
So, you know, he like I said, he was passionate. That's the key word with Doc, passion. He loved CovCath, he loved what he did, he loved being on the sidelines. And one of the reasons we were successful, and I've done this now, I've been a trainer at the collegiate or high school level for 50 years this year. And when it comes to passion, he's probably the top person I've ever seen who really wanted to make sure the kids were well taken care of, and he did the right thing.
While he was there, I still think we had the best medical staff in the tri-state area. I mean, they were tremendous. We'd play on Friday night, Friday after the game. Anybody's hurt or injured would go see Doc Brueggemann. It was at no cost to any player at any time. Doc Brueggemann has done so much for Covington Catholic, it's unbelievable.
But he didn't do this alone.
My mom has always been the biggest supporter for my dad. One Christmas, he surprised me and he had a box for my mom. And when she opened it up, it was a globe. And he said to her, "This is for you because you mean the world to me." And everyone in our family knows that my dad would never have been able to do all the things that he's done for not just Covington Catholic, but the community without my mom as the one who's behind him and supporting him and encouraging him every bit of the way.
Doc and Carrie were family. His closeness, his ability to really make you feel comfortable. You know, way back in 1980, you know, Doc was godfather and Carrie was godmother to my son Mark. And then in 1986, Doc and Carrie sort of helped me through a really tough time, and I lived with Doc and Carrie for 9 months. And it was more than just, they were family. And again, in Doc's case and Carrie's case, they were always there for you whenever you needed it. And not just me personally, but the athletes at Covington Catholic, the students at Covington Catholic.
And a lot of it, I think he sees himself and his struggles growing up, that he wanted to participate. He always wanted to do as many things as he could do and be involved. And that was always his advice to all of us. get involved, and you'll find that you can really change the world by the things that you do to help the world. And I think that's pretty much his motto and what he's done.
I think when I think of my dad, one of his greatest traits is his ability to listen, accept, and understand people. And he has this ability to make people feel heard. And that's a real gift.
He means a lot to me personally as an individual. He helped me at a serious time in my life, and he guided me through that and took care of that. And for that, I'll always be eternally grateful.
Doc Brueggemann deserves this award because this program would not be where it is today without Jack Brueggemann. Okay. People think that, you watch a game on a Friday night or a Saturday and you see the kids play and you see the coaches coach. Nobody knows about the trainers. Nobody knows about the team docs. Nobody knows about managers. Like I said, Jack epitomized what a team physician was. He set the standard. I had more fun with Doc than I have had with any team physician I've worked with in my 50 years in sports. And those years at CovCath were special, and he made them special. And it's, wow. And he definitely deserves to be this award winner.
Good morning. My name is Jack Brueggemann. I am a graduate of Covington Catholic from 1949. I want to thank everybody who has come here today. I thank you for not only your presence, but also for your involvement with Covington Catholic. I grew up on West 17th Street in Covington, went to grade school at St. Augustine's, which was on West 19th Street. All the time while I was growing up, I had envisioned that I would be able to go to Covington Catholic, the high school. So in September of 1945, I was able to start the Covington Catholic, who at that time had been taught by the Brothers of Mary, who came here when the school first opened in 1925. When I think about Covington Catholic, I can't help but to remember the Brothers of Mary, what great people they were. They were not only our teachers, but they were our confidants, they were our leaders. They helped to form us into the young men we became. Well, when I started the Covington Catholic, we were a small class. We only graduated with 34 people. The funniest thing that I can remember as far as being in high school, I think it was our junior year, and several of us brought Limburger cheese sandwiches to school on a Friday. And unfortunately, we set them on the windowsill beneath the radiators. When we came back from the chemistry lab, the room was pretty ripe, and it was really an awful smell. All the windows had to be opened to get the place aired out.
Whose idea was that?
Bob Ebelhart and myself. There were a lot of just fun times. We were just a close group of kids. We did everything together. There was really not a clique. We did things together. We played together. We really encouraged each other. Somebody would get down, or one of the sports teams, something go wrong, and that'd be everybody else to encourage you. It was just a great group of guys. That's what it's all about as far as unity and being together, doing things together, being concerned about each other, being a oneness. During the time that I was at Covington Catholic, I was able to participate in all the sports programs. I played basketball for 4 years. I was on the boxing team for 3 years, played tennis, I was able to be on the bowling team, and in my senior year, I was on the baseball team. I was fortunate enough at Covington Catholic to, when I started, that I was able to really get down to work academically and was able to graduate as valedictorian of our class in 1949. After I graduated from Covington Catholic, I went to Madonna College, which is now Thomas More. After I left Madonna, I went to University of Louisville to med school, and then came back to internship at St. Elizabeth Hospital in Covington, and then I started my own private practice on West 19th Street, right across the street from St. Augustine Grade School. In 1971, Dr. John Redden called me and asked me if I would go to the football game on a Friday night at Beechwood High School, where Covington Catholic was playing, and act as the team doctor. I said I would be glad to do so. And I asked him, what should I bring with me? He said, well, just bring your stethoscope. Well, after one night at a football game on the sidelines, it became obvious that you needed a heck of a lot more than just a stethoscope if you wanted to be a team doctor. I met Bob Mangine, who was the head athletic trainer for the University of Cincinnati. So I prevailed on him and asked him to start coming to our football games and act as our athletic trainer. He not only provided his time, but also was willing to see our injured athletes in his office. He provided all kinds of medical equipment that was needed for the program, and he was just a real advocate for Covington Catholic. I have been very privileged to be able to stand on the sidelines at Covington Catholic as team doctor for several years. I did so until 2014. At that time, because of some medical and physical problems, I began to watch all the games from up in the stands. That I have been involved in Covington Catholic in several ways has been one of the most satisfactory things I have done in my life. I was able to be on the Boosters Club, and I joined the Boosters when my son Jack was a freshman and remained active for several years. I was fortunate enough to also be president of the Boosters. I was on the school board on 2 different occasions. We've had 5 sons who have graduated from Covington Catholic. Jack, Tim, Mark, David, and Andy. Our 2 son-in-laws, Lyndon Berkey and Dan Stetter, are also graduates. All of our grandsons, and now even our great-grandsons, have been able to attend Covington Catholic. As far as my experience with Covington Catholic, I think it's meant the world to me as far as preparing me for my life. I would not have been able to do any of this without the help of my wife, Carrie, and our family, who were most supportive of all my work.
Well, congratulations, Doc.
Congratulations, Dad.
Dad, congratulations.
Congratulations, Doc Brueggemann, on being named the 2024 Northern Kentuckian of the Year.
Deeply deserved and the truest colonel I know.
I want to thank you again for all of you people who are here. I ask God to bless you. God bless Covington Catholic. And I hope that we will never lose the spirit that will not die from this beautiful place. Thank you very much.